And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're not looking at a board game per se. Instead, we're looking at a marble ramp called Gravitrax, which was so cool and so neat, and I just love marbles going down things. When I saw it, I wanted to check it out, and I enjoy stuff like this, and I think a lot of board gamers will also, which is why I'm taking a look at this Gravitrax. Experience the power of gravity. Now, I also got, because I want to get more stuff, I got the expansion tracks. I picked up expansion magnetic cannon. This comes in the base game, but this gives you another one, a loop, and I haven't messed with this too much, but a hammer, kind of a thing that swings around and hits the ball. I still need to mess with this one, and I'm sure more stuff for this will show up. So let's take a look at it. Here we go. So what do you get in this? You have this bottom grid here, and this is kind of just a thing that you'll build to know where everything goes. As the game goes by, you'll be able to take these little hexes and just set them in this grid and build upon this grid. There's a bunch of these hexagons here, which you can put together. You have a regular size and then a half size, so you can go to different heights as you build these, and you'll be able to build these over the course of the game and then put different hexes on top of them. You're also going to be able to connect the different hexes with tracks. So if I put this one here, I might be able to connect it with a track. That's probably too close here. And the book will help you get the right one. But these tracks just sit directly in there. You have 3 different sizes of tracks, and they just hook and hook. And they're very easy to put together. There are different kinds of, you'll see there's a curved piece here, a 3-way directional, a split, a cross, which can also be used as a straight, a piece here where the marbles can come into and then drop through the hole in the bottom. This is kind of a starting thing for a specific marble. This is one for 3 marbles. When you put the marbles inside and press down, all 3 will release at the same time. This comes in one of the expansions. There's a loop that you can run through. This is a switcher. When it comes through one way, it will then push it to switch to the other way. So the next time a marble comes through, it will go the other direction. This is a drop. When it rolls into here, it will drop out the bottom. This is kind of an ending point. When the marbles land here, they end. This is maybe the end of a track. And then this is the device which makes this so unique, this set, where there's a strong magnet there in the middle, and there's a marble in it. And you put some marbles on one side so that when a marble comes on the other side and hits it with a force, what that will do is it will launch one of these marbles, even making it go uphill. There's also these large plastic things which you can put on top of a bunch of these hexagon girders and then have a second and third level to the game. So those are the different components that come in the different sets and expansions. Now let's see how you can build a set with these. The game, or this set, these come with a bunch of instructions where they'll show you one at a time how you can build things all the way until you get to the end. So let's build track I here, one of the last tracks, and show you what it looks like. right, let's launch them. Alrighty, so you see, the really cool thing about this one here is that when the marble hits it, so when the marble comes down, it snaps the other one up. That's the really cool thing about that magnetic thing. It can shoot it up a hill and gets to go again. As I said, this thing launches. You can see them drop down, and then the switch will change which direction they go in each turn. This kind of shows you most of the different functions of the game, not the loop itself, but I could add the loop. There's a few other features, but this is one of the tracks that I think was included with the expansion. So this one uses a good chunk of the pieces, but not all of them, and gives you an idea of how this gets put together. The Gravitrax is an amazing thing. I'm really happy with it. There's a couple reasons. I've played with a lot of marble ramps in my life. This one is by far the easiest one to set up. I follow the tracks. Those plastic tracks that the marbles roll on, it drops into those so neatly, so simply. It's so easy to put everything together. It sits there. It's easy to take apart. I really like the ease of just putting it there. My 4-year-old son was able to help me put this together without much problem at all. I would say, put this piece here. He dropped it right into place. And it's fairly sturdy. I like it. The metal marbles are good. The only difficulty of setting up is when you use that little gravity marble, magnetic launcher. The marbles then get stuck to it as a magnet, and since it's such a strong magnet, you got to pry a little bit to get those apart. Something my son could not do, but I didn't have any problems really with it. But that would be the toughest thing about taking this together and apart. The tracks that are included with the game, there's several there. There's several in the expansion, and while I haven't messed with it, I'm sure there's tons online. And then I get to make a bunch myself. Now, was I getting this over again? And my recommendation to you, unless you're dying for the tracks that are in the book that's inside this expansion, I would skip it and instead just get another whole set of the second one. The main reason is these big plastic pieces, which let you go up a level, they don't come in here. And so if you want to do really cool things with multi-level, and have the marbles go down, 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 you'll need more of the original set. And there's also no pieces in this one that, as far as I can tell, that aren't in the original set itself. So while this is okay, I would have rather just gotten more of this. As for these 3 little ones, I also don't think they're necessary. They got cool things in them, but you don't really need another magnetic cannon. The loop is okay. It's not as neat as it might sound. And like I said, I haven't messed with the expansion hammer yet, although that sounds kind of cool to go with. And I'm sure, like I said, they'll have more neat things come out in the future. But one regular set is probably enough. But if you're like me and you want to build bigger things, then I would get 2 of these regular sets. Maybe even 3, as time goes by. Who knows? But it's a fun toy. It's fun to watch the marbles. People go online and watch YouTube videos of marbles. I do. I'm sure it was fascinating for you guys to watch the marbles go down in here. If you like that, this is great because you get to set up set after set after set. A lot of fun. Very highly recommend it. Gravitrax. Dice Tower Judgment. Excellent.